Motion from the wideout. They'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. Sets up the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Now on second down. Back to pass. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you. You just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Fires to the big fella. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. With the catch, it's Meadows.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offenses.
Turning it on! The 20, 10, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! You want to talk about coming out and setting the tone and making your presence known immediately.
And every coach talks about it all during the week, how important it is to start fast. But coming out and executing is another thing. Great start for the offense.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Camarda. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Commodores offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over. He got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often. They hit him early. They got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Look out, he's got room. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Scanning the field, it's Knight. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. What a disappointment. No good. Guys, they could have cut the deficit in half if that field goal had been good. Still down by 6.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab. It's late. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Bama! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Riley. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. He'll bring it out. It's Camarda. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Takes the handoff. It's Pitts. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Pulls it and fires to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And that's exactly why this linebacker has to stay on the field every single down, because he's so good in space. He's good against jet sweeps, he's good against bubble screens, and he can race outside and get receivers down on the ground quickly.
Gives it on the option. He was able to get it out to the 17-yard line, but a fourth down is coming. The Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Commodores. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They try to pop a run on the draw. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. It's Knight. Looking for the score. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Edwards. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the shotgun on third down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Off-play action on first down. Got his man downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Commodores want to move quickly. They'll try the run. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard
love the running back here running into the blitz. He saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I think one of the keys of this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Dropping back, it's Knight. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. The lead up to 5 in the second quarter. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UConn had an impressive showing at home today, and I know the fans in stores are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Pitts. Breaks into the open. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. The Commodores want to crank the tempo. Quarterback on the keeper. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Vandy.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick. Oh, he found a space on the right. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to the back.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach, watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown Tide. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes dissects those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. There he goes. Delivers the stiff arm. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line. And the Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On the ground, it's Pitts. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a fourth down. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. Gets the back moving. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quarterback moving. They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Crimson Tide a few inches away from converting on third down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Hold on.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here comes the offense on first down. Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty.
False start offense.
Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. On first down, here comes this offense. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play. He fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Commodores will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for room. It's Riley. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to go up top on first down. A little screen to the running back. Will be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that. from doing so. A young man with all-American potential.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And the Commodores can really attack on this second and short. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Rush is on him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield. And that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
Trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Firing deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking left, working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first. And the Commodores are in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, running back on the move. Gets it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical.
They get him up, rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Back to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Great job on the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown Doors! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. First play of the drive, wants to throw. The sure hands, it's Riley. Turning it on! Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
He'll work his way down to the 28.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
With the catch, it's Lane. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo. Now they'll run the draw. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Well, they try to go with the draw out of the shotgun, but just way too much penetration allowed up front. That defensive line just took that play over.
They get off the rock really fast.
Touchdown, Alabama! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Buffalo is in trouble. Check that. They're in a world of trouble. May want to head out early and grab a table at the Anchor Bowl. They're trailing by 21 to Western Michigan. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Hand off from the shotgun. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Now on 1st down from the 28. The give from the gun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Looking to throw, it's Knight. He lobs one high down the left side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. Commodores will call on their punt team. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So that they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Quickly to the tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Meadows. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Alabama quickly back to the line. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. A little release to the back. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for room, it's Pitts. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Looking for a man, it's Knight. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Commodores decide to punt it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes that Alabama offense. Things have not gone the way they planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a man on the right. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Right back to him on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Dropping back, it's Knight. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Complete to start this drive.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Got some room to run. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Commodores. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get one pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. From the gun, the ground game. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Quickly out to the tight end.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that clock to tick, make sound tackles, and don't give up big plays.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Right on the money. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want.
Looking deep. Got it in stride at the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. The snap sets up to throw. Pocket breaking down. Wideout trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. The quarterback keeps it on the sneak. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They'll run the sneak for it. Sneaks into the end zone.
And that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small...
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that one got away from the quarterback. They've got the lead, but it's not by much. You just can't make mental mistakes like that. The football never should have gone to that intended target. The defense makes them pay. Could they now take the lead here in the 4th?
Snagged in the middle. It's Meadows. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. They'll try to run for it. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth-quarter lead. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
He gets into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Rides the back and leaves it. Breaks the tackle. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. To the air, it's Knight. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And you just got to know the situation of the game. So after that incompletion, now setting up third down. You've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic because of those timeouts.
Intercepted, and the defense is set up.
It's a really nice feeling on the defensive side of the football when you know they're throwing the football. You know they got to force the issue. I'm pinning my ears back. I'm going to get the quarterback. I'm playing really safe coverages. And apparently this offense right now has no answers for me.
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week, and that's what we